सल्ले अला नबीना सल्ले अला मुहम्मदिन सल्ले अला नबीना सल्ले अला मुहम्मदिन सल्ले अला हबीबिना सल्ले अला मुहम्मदिन सल्ले अला सल्ले अला मुहम्मदिन सल्ले अला करीमिना सल्ले अला मुहम्मदिन सल्ले अला नबीना सल्ले अला मुहम्मदिन सल्ले अला नबीना सल्ले अला मुहम्मदिन सल्ले अला हबीबिना सल्ले अला मुहम्मदिन बलगल उला बिकमालिही कशफत दुजा बिजमालिही बलगल उला बिकमालिही कशफत दुजा बिजमालिही हसून जमीयो खिसालिही सल्लू अलैहि सल्ले अला नबीना सल्ले अला मुहम्मदिन सल्ले अला नबीना सल्ले अला मुहम्मदिन सल्ले अला हबीबिना सल्ले अला मुहम्मदिन सल्ले अला इमामिना सल्ले अला मुहम्मदिन सल्ले अला नबीना सल्ले अला मुहम्मदिन सल्ले अला हबीबना सल्ले अला मुहम्मदिन सल्ले अला रहीमिना सल्ले अला मुहम्मदिन सल्ले अला करीमिना सल्ले अला मुहम्मदिन सल्ले अला नबीना सल्ले अला मुहम्मदिन सल्ले अला नबीना सल्ले अला मुहम्मदिन सल्ले अला हबीबना सल्ले अला
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد رسول كريم رؤوف رحيم سراج منير محمد أول العابدين خاتم النبيين رحمة للعالمين محمد يا ربي صل على نبيك دائما في هذه الدنيا وبعث ثاني يا ربي صل على نبيك دائما في هذه الدنيا وبعث ثاني
رسول مبين رسول أمين طه أحمد محمد
أول العابدين خاتم النبيين رحمة للعالمين محمد اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد النبي الأمي البشير القاسم النذير المبين محمد أول المسلمين أول المؤمنين داعيا إلى الله محمد ربي صل على نبيك دائما في هذه الدنيا وبعث ثاني. يا ربي صل على نبيك دائما في هذه الدنيا وبعث ثاني.
شهيد شاهد ناصح أمين منذر مبشر محمد.
أول المسلمين أول المؤمنين داعيا إلى الله محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد. يا ربي صل على نبيك صل على نبيك دانيا وبعث هذه الدنيا وبعث. يا ربي صل على نبيك صل على نبيك دانيا وبعث هذه الدنيا وبعث ثاني.
صلی علی نبینا صلی علی محمد صلی علی نبینا صلی صلی علی حبیبنا.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I seek refuge in Allah from accursed Satan. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, ever merciful. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. As you know, today we are holding our Tarbiyyat forum for the Manchester East Jamaat. And we are blessed with joining us the Nisar Archid Sahib, National Secretary for Tarbiyyat UK. And also we are blessed with the joining the Dr. Nasir Ahmed Chaudhry Sahib, who is the National Secretary for Rishta Nata. And the format of program is that we start with the recitation of Holy Quran, which will be followed by the Nazm, and then there will be a passage from the writings of Promised Messiah alayhi salatu wassalam, which will be followed by the speech by the Dr. Nasir Ahmed Chaudhry Sahib, and then there will be speech from the National Secretary Tarbiyyat Nisar Archid Sahib, and then it will be followed by the question answer session, and then there will be dua, silent prayer, and then the program will end. So we start our program with the permission of Nisar Shah Sahib and G. Nasir Sahib. I request Hafiz Hamza Sahib to recite a portion of Holy Quran along with its translation. Hafiz Hamza Sahib.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والذين إذا ذكروا بآيات ربهم لم يخروا عليها صما وعميانا والذين يقولون ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما أولئك يجزون الغرفة بما صبروا ويلقون فيها تحية وسلاما خالدين فيها حسنت مستقرا ومقاما قل ما يعبأ بكم ربي لولا دعاؤكم فقد كذبتم فسوف يكون لزاما अब इन आयात का उर्दू तर्जुमा बयान फरमूदा हज़रत खलीफातुल मसीह राबे रहमहुल्लाह पेश खिदमत है। अल्लाह के नाम के साथ जो बे इंतहा रहम करने वाला, बिन मांगे देने वाला और बार बार रहम करने वाला है। और वो लोग के जब उन्हें उनके रब की आयात याद करवाई जाती हैं तो उन पर वो बहरे और अंधे होकर नहीं गिरते। और वो लोग जो ये कहते हैं कि ऐ हमारे रब, हमें अपने जीवन साथियों और अपनी औलाद के और अपनी औलाद से आंखों की ठंडक अता कर और हमें मुत्तकियों का इमाम बना दे। यही वो लोग हैं जिन्हें इस बाइस कि उन्होंने सब्र किया और बाला खाने बतौर जज़ा दिए जाएंगे और वहाँ उनका खैर मुकद्दम किया जाएगा और सलाम पहुँचाए जाएंगे। वो हमेशा उन जन्नतियों में रहने वाले होंगे। वो क्या ही अच्छी है जो आर्जी ठिकाने के तौर पर भी और मुस्तकिल ठिकाने के तौर पर भी। तू कह दे कि अगर तुम्हारी दुआ ना होती तो मेरा रब तुम्हारी कोई परवाह ना करता, बस तुम उसे झुठला चुके हो, सो जरूर उसका वबाल तुम पर चिमट जाने वाला है। The English translation of the verses recited before you as follows. And those who, when they are reminded of the signs of their Lord, fall not deaf and blind fret. And those who say, Our Lord, grant us of our wives and children, delight of our eyes, and make us model for the righteous. It is such as will be rewarded a place in paradise, because they were steadfast, and they will not be received therein with greeting and peace. Abiding therein excellent, it is a place of rest and as an abode. Say to the disbelievers, but for our praise for our prayers to him. My Lord would not care for you. You have indeed rejected the truth, and punishment of your rejection will now leave to you. Jazakallah.
Jazakallah Ahsan Jaza, Hafiz Sahib. Now we proceed for the Nizam, and I request Shehzad Ahmed Sahib to recite few couplets of
अस्सलाम वालेकुम। कलाम हज़रत मसीह मौऊद अलैहिस्सलातु वस्सलाम। हम दो सना उसी को जो ज़ाते जाविदानी, हम दो सना उसी को जो ज़ाते जाविदानी, हम सर नहीं है उसका कोई न कोई सानी, बाकी वही हमेशा गैर उसके सब है फानी, बाकी वही हमेशा गैर उसके सब है फानी, गैरों से दिल लगाना झूठी है सब कहानी, सब गैर हैं वही है एक दिल का यार जानी, सब गैर हैं वही है एक दिल का यार जानी, दिल में मेरे यही है सुबहान मैया रानी, दिल में मेरे यही है सुबहान मैया रानी। जज़ाकल्लाह।
Jazakallah Ahsan Jaza, Shehzad Ahmed Sahib. This is the next is our a passage from writings of Promised Messiah alayhi salatu wassalam, and I will request Masood Munawwar Sahib, who is the local secretary Tarbiyyat of Manchester East Jamaat, to read out the passage of writings of Prophet Promised Messiah alayhi salatu wassalam. Janab Masood Munawwar Sahib.
अस्सलामु अलैकुम वरहमतुल्लाहि व औरतों के साथ हुस्न मुआशरत के बारे में हज़रत मसीह मऊद अलैहिस्सलाम फरमाते हैं, फ़हशा के सिवा तमाम कज खुल्कियाँ और तलखियाँ औरतों की बर्दाश्त करनी चाहिए। और फरमाया, हमें तो कमाल बेशर्मी मालूम होती है कि मर्द होकर औरत से जंग करें। हमको खुदा ने मर्द बनाया है और दर हकीकत ये हम पर तमाम नेमत है। इसका शुक्र ये है कि हम औरतों से लुत्फ और नरमी का बर्ताव करें। एक दफ़ा एक दोस्त की दुरुस्त मजाजी और बदज़बानी का जिक्र हुआ और शिकायत हुई कि वो अपनी बीवी से सख्ती से पेश आता है। हजूर अलैहिस्सलाम इस बात से बहुत कबीदा खातर हुए और फरमाया, हमारे अहबाब को ऐसा ना होना चाहिए। हजूर अलैहिस्सलाम बहुत देर तक मुआशरत नस्वां के बारे में गुफ्तगू फरमाते रहे और आखिर पर फरमाया, मेरा ये हाल है कि एक दफ़ा मैंने अपनी बीवी पर आवाज़ा कसा था और मैं महसूस करता था कि वो बांगे बुलंद दिल के रंज से मिली हुई है और बाई हमा कोई दिल आज़ार और दुरुस्त कलमा मुंह से नहीं निकाला था। इसके बाद मैं बहुत देर तक इस्तग़फ़ार करता रहा, बड़े खुशू और खुशू से नफलें पढ़ी और कुछ सदका भी दिया कि ये दरश्ती ज़ोजा पर किसी पनहाने मुसीबत इलाही का नतीजा है। Now in English, Hazrat Masih Maud salam says, with exception of indecency, all weaknesses and petulant behavior peculiar to women should be tolerated. I find it shameful that a man should fight a woman. God has made us men, which is consummation of his grace upon us, and we should express our gratitude for this great bounty by treating women with kindness and compassion. As for me, I once addressed my wife in a loud voice, and I felt that my tone was indicative of displeasure, though I had uttered no harsh words. Yet thereafter, I sought forgiveness from God for a long time and offered supplicatory prayers with great humility, and also gave alms because I felt that my harshness towards my wife might have been occasioned by some unconscious weakness in my obedience to God Almighty. Jazakallah.
Jazakallah Hasan Jaza Masood Munawar Sahib. And we can see and we can perceive from the passage read out that if the Prophet of Allah has such thing towards the woman, so we as a common man should think about it and follow the footsteps. Now, I think there is some unavoidable reasons that Dr. Nasir Ahmad Sahib has not joined us because of there might be some technical problem.
Assalamu alaikum. I am
Please.
here.
Assalamu alaikum, Dr. Sahib. Welcome. And now this is the time for Dr. Nasir Ahmed Chaudhry Sahib, who is the National Secretary for Rishta Nata, to deliver a speech regarding the Rishta Nata. Respected Nasir Ahmed Sahib.
Dr. Sahib, will you allow me to share my screen so that I can put the presentation on? Otherwise, I will be able to explain without the presentation. That's not a problem. Okay, that's fine.
Actually,
right.
These things has to be pre-recorded.
No, it's fine. Okay, no problem. Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. Respected members of Jamaat Manchester East, respected Dr. Matloub Ahmed Sahib, and respected Secretary Tarbiyyat Nisar Archer Sahib. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. First of all, I congratulate you to holding this Tarbiyyat session. And also, I'm thankful that I have also been given some time to talk about the Rishta Nata as well. Today, it will be just an introductory speech, and I would try to explain how our Rishta Nata system is working in the UK Jamaat. So obviously it is the presentation just I can see now, but I will be able to explain to you. Right, so at the moment, we have got 4 national secretaries for Rishta Nata. The reason being that we have been, the UK is very large Jamaat, mashallah, and for one secretary it was not possible to explain the whole things and reach everyone. So the main idea was that if we make 4 secretaries of Rishta Nata, and they should work as a national secretary, but also they are provided with area specific to them so that they can reach out to all the Jamaats. So first of all, in about the Rishta Nata, what we have been advised or guidance which has been given to us from Hazur Aqdas Ayyadullah Ta'ala bin Nasr al-Aziz. He has emphasized that beside matchmaking or arranging for the rishtas, there is a large portion of Tarbiyyat, about 80%. We need to speak to our members of the Jamaat and all the members to just let them know what is the guidance given in Quran Kareem and what guidance has given Hazrat Rasul Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and Hazrat Masih Maud Alayhi Salatu Salam to live a happy life and respect each other and live with love. So that is the Tarbiyyat part, and the 20% is almost our part, which it covers all the arrangements about the Rishta Nata. Just to explain to you that we have got at least 3 main principles in the Rishta Nata department. You know, all the parents who has got young boys or young girls who are in need of Rishta, they obviously have got worries about that, and they want help from everyone basically. So our Rishta Nata department is there just to listen to them, what are their needs, and how we can help them. Second thing is that to explain to all the members of Jamaat that whatever information you are going to give us, that will remain confidential. The system which we are adapting now, it is almost foolproof, and no unconcerned person can reach to the information which will be provided to us. So this is our promise that whatever information you will give to our Rishta Nata department, that will be kept confidential and it will be respected according to your uh, requests. And obviously, we will have full commitment to help you about the making the matches and whatever the process is involved in this. So now, at the moment, we are almost in the last phase of launching our new website. And at the moment, we are just shifting it from the old site to the new site. And inshallah ta'ala, we hope in the second or third week of September, we will be launching that site. So in that website, the system has been made very simple. All those members who are more than 17 years old, they are eligible to reach to that site, and then they can register themselves with us. I want to explain as well that when we start the new site, all the candidates which has already registered with us, we will send them emails and we will inform them that they should register themselves on the new site. The reason being that the new rules about the GDPR, no one else can put the information on behalf of someone. So this is the requirement that when we will be putting this, there is also the declaration about the GDPR that to the persons who are giving the information, they are the people who have got they're giving their own information. Once this information reaches to us, we will go through it and we will get it verified by the president of the Jamaat, or in some cases, Muriama, and then we will verify the information which is given. And this is very important because when we say it is MDA site and it is dealing with the MD members, so we need to make sure that yes, these are the MD members, verified MD members who are there seeking rishtas. At this stage, we will send an email to the candidate that yes, we have received your information and we are in the process of verifying. And after that, we will allocate a person from the Rishta Nata team who will be the dedicated person for that candidate, and that they will remain in touch with each other till we find a good match. So this is the process. When we find a good match, then we will introduce the families and we will try to, or rather we encourage that the families should meet, rather exchanging the photographs so that they can meet each other and they can work and know each other better, and then they can reach to some kind of conclusion about this. If it doesn't work, we will start it again from the beginning, and that will carry on. I just want to give you a little bit information about the Rishta Nata department team. As I said, we have got now 4 secretaries of Rishta Nata. Kaleem Tahir Saib is the National Secretary Rishta Nata, and he will be dealing with South, East, Baitul Ehsan, and Baitul Noor. Then we have got Asan Ahmadi Saib. He is the National Secretary Rishta Nata, and he will be dealing with Islamabad, Middlesex, Baitul Futuh, and Masjid Fadl. Then we have got Midlands, and here Dr. Muhammad Ashraf Sahib is the National Secretary Rishta Nata. And obviously, I am Nasir Chaudhary. I will be dealing with the northern area, which includes the northeast, Northwest, and Scotland. As far as our office is concerned, this is based in Baitul Ehsan, and Sayyid Nasir Shah Sahab is the office in charge, and Inayatullah Zahid Sahib is also office in charge, and then we have got Malik Mahmood Azhar Sahib and Liaquat Shamsi Sahib, who are working there as the staff member. Right. So this is the basic structure about our Rishta Nata team, and I think the rest I will leave it to the question answers when we come to the point, so that whenever whatever you want to ask about, I will be ready to give the answers. Jazakallah Khair.
Jazakallah Sanija, Dr. Nasir Ahmed Sahib. This was just the structural setup, how the Rishta Nata department works, but there are definitely certain questions which will be asked in the final session, that is the question answer session. For all the viewers, I would like to tell that they can send their questions in the comment section of the YouTube, and if they want to send by text messages, so they can send on the number 0746 2241 932. I will repeat, 0746 2241 932. So on this number, they can send a text message and they can send their question on this number. And if they want to send their question through the comments in the YouTube, they can send it and we will definitely go on with the answer asking from the ministry. We proceed with the long-awaited speech of Nisar Arshid Sahib, the National Secretary for Tarbiyyat. I will request him to start his speech. Muhtaram Janab Nisar Arshid Sahib.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Respected Sadr Sahib, Dr. Matlub Sahib, Masood Munawar Sahib, and Dr. Nasir Chaudhary, and all of my friends of Manchester East, I'd like to wish you a very, very warm Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And I could focus on friends. Friends, you're all my friends, okay? And I'm going to put focus on that as well. But anyway, Jazakallah for giving me this opportunity today. You know, I look for opportunities all the time, okay? And today in this 10, 15 minute short address I have with you, I'm actually going to share with you a few other opportunities which I've been given in the last few days, which I would like to think has made me a better person morally and spiritually and so forth, okay? And it's not just about me. When I say that these opportunities come my way, actually, they come all of our way every day. But you have to recognize that opportunities come your way in order to grab them with both hands, okay? Let me give you 3 short stories in relation to myself, okay? You know, I have many friends, okay? I love saying that I have many friends, and I continue to make friends, and whichever friends I have, I make even stronger all the time. And you know, I have a friend, he lives up north, he's not too far away from you actually, okay? And because I'm in south these days, and just a few days ago, I done the counselling, the pre-marriage counselling for his son and the girl. She lives in London, and obviously I'm carrying on with the theme of Rishta Nata and Shadi here, okay, yeah, for this first short story. And so what happened is that I done the counselling over Zoom, and then just yesterday he contacted me saying, please, can I collect the nikah papers, okay, all fully signed, and can I myself personally collect it from the girl's family who live quite near where I live from here, and can I take it down to Islamabad and hand the nikah forms in there? Because lucky him, Hazur, beloved Hazur, is going to read the nikah of his son today in Islamabad, okay? But he wanted to make sure the papers were received in Islamabad. So, I mean, that was an opportunity for me. This was actually on Jummah on Friday. And that was, I know there's probably a small little thought that came in my mind saying, why is he asking me? He should ask, you know, the girl's family, they live in London. Why don't they go and take the papers? But he asked me, okay? I felt honored, you know, and without any hesitation, I went to collect the papers, all the nikah forms filled in, marriage certificate, pre-counseling marriage, and I drove. This was actually during Hazur's Friday khutbah. Alhamdulillah, social media. I listened to the khutbah in the car radio. I drove down the A3, and when I got to the gate, I handed it in. And then after the khutbah, I spoke to my friend and I said, you know, I've done the job you've asked me to do, and inshallah, you know, everything will be okay. So I gave him tasalli, I gave him comfort, okay, that because Hazur is going to read the nikah of his son, which is today, actually today. And so anyway, while driving back from Islamabad, you know, and he said, okay, inshallah, he will see me tomorrow. Tomorrow meaning Saturday, which is today. So I actually went to where he was staying in his temporary abode in London. And when I went to his house, okay, you know, and well, before I tell you the second part, you see, already he gave me that opportunity in which our relationship was even forged even stronger and stronger. Now, when I went to see him today for a very, very short while, and then he gave me a tofa, he gave me a present. And I wasn't expecting any bilkul bighair lalach, acha. You should do work without any kind of return whatsoever. But anyway, out of his kindness, he gave me something. He gave me a present. And once he gave me that present, my mind started to think, this is giving me another mauka, another opportunity to make someone else happy. But let me show you what he gave me here. Look at that. He gave me this tofa, yeah? A box of mitai, a box of sweet, okay? And look at a lovely box with a nice ribbon, pink color, okay? And you know what? I think it's full of gulab jamun as well, right? Okay? He knows I like my sweet. But you know what? What I thought, not being selfish, my wife, mera bivi, wo gulab jamun, ye uski sabse pasandi meeta hai, cha? This was her favorite. So now I'm going to give this to my wife. See, to make my wife happy, okay? As I said, rishta nata, you know, 20% is made up of rishta nata and 80% is made up of tarbiyyat, okay? And really, sabse mazboot jor in this dunya is Mia Bibi, okay? So after 26 years of marriage, I still want to strengthen that relationship I have with my wife. So I'm going to, by me, I like to think doing a nek calm for my friend. Now I'm going to give this tofa, which was given to me, to my bibi, and hopefully she will smile with me and make me happy, okay? Yeah. So that's my first short story. I was given an opportunity to make someone happy. And now I'm going to give another opportunity to make my wife happy after this session. But I just wanted to share. My wife doesn't even know I'm going to give this to her. You know before my wife, okay? So again, any opportunity you get to make other people happy and befriend people, you take it with both hands. Now, the second address, another short story. You know, just before lockdown, okay? This person, he put so many ilzams on me. Itna beshumar mujh par itna ilzam par mujhe rakha tha. So many allegations. And ye mera dost bhi tha. He was my friend. And main to bilkul confused tha. I was so complex. Ye kya hai? What's going on here? Maine kya kiya? He said I was rude to him. I was disrespectful to him. I done his bestie in front of people. He called me a Hitler. He called me a slave driver, and or bi ilzam. Okay. I'm not, as I said, I'm not going to mention any names in my first example. Second, I've got to keep people's parda here, okay? But nevertheless, and I said, "Maine kya kiya?" You know, and I thought, and you know, again, देखिए मैं इंसान हूँ. I'm also weak as well. ठीक है, मैं secretary तरबियत, लेकिन उसके होने से, despite me being secretary तरबियत, I'm also a human being. I have my weaknesses, okay? And after he put all those allegations on me about me being rude, I did think, I thought, मैंने क्या किया? You know, ठीक है, जब मैंने गौर से सोचा, then I thought maybe मैंने इस तरह से उनके साथ बात किया, and maybe I should have changed it. You know, I have to think about, well, what did I do wrong? So rather than fighting with him, बजाय उसके साथ लड़ाई करना है, अच्छा, no, मैंने ऐसे किया था, I reached out to him. I said, I'm sorry. I apologize. I said, please forgive me for whatever I've done, okay? Because I don't want to lose him as a friend. Because, you know, when you fall out with people, when you maybe see that person again in the mosque, you try to avoid them, yeah? Because it's going to be an awkward meeting. But this is one thing I make sure that I can always meet people with a smile on my face. I can go up to them and say, Assalamu alaikum, and shake their hand. I always make sure I maintain that minimum relationship. And even though he put so many allegations on me, I still maintain a good friendly relationship with him, okay, yeah? And and the third example, well, actually, just finishing the second example first. We as Ahmadi Muslims, हम ऐसे सोचना चाहिए कि हम तो हमेशा गलत में हों. We are always in the wrong. You know, even though Iman and truth may be on our side, we should always think we are in the wrong so that we may become better people. We may ask for Allah for forgiveness, okay, yeah? Just like how Maqsood Manavar Sahib, he mentioned that, you know, he raised his voice to his wife, and he's feeling so ashamed, okay, and he prayed for toba, forgiveness, okay, because of his kamzori, okay. So again, this is how we should always think. Even though all the ilzams were put on me, I don't have any objection against him. I said, I'm sorry, please forgive me, okay. That's how we should all think and behave. And just to finish off, the third point I want, again, आज एक और मौका मुझे मिला था. Today I received another opportunity, okay? You know, there was a janaza that came from Liverpool via Manchester, okay, yeah? This was the wife of Busharat Saab. He is the local secretary Tarbiyyat of Liverpool. And she was buried near Islamabad today in the new Qabristan, in the new cemetery. I oversee all the janazas, especially in the south area. And I was given that opportunity to meet Basharat Saab and also his son Mubarak, who is part of the Manchester West Jamaat, I believe, okay? I met him today and met other members of the family, you know, and again, this gave me a great opportunity to forge my friendship even stronger with those people who I already knew, and also those people who came for the first time. You know, I always also made friends with them. Okay, every time, every day, I look for opportunities, and today I was given the opportunity to oversee and to prepare today's janaza and tadfeen and burial for Busharat Saab's wife today, Mubarak Saab's mother, okay? Alhamdulillah, it was at 11 o'clock this morning, 10:30, the Janaza, Rizwan Saab from Manchester came from this morning. The ladies saw the chair and everything went to plan and they were all happy. Again, I'm happy I was given that opportunity to assist other people. And this is what we Ahmadi Muslims should continue to do. And it is today, right now, it is, what's the time now? It's only 6:15 now, okay? And I still have another 3 or 4 hours left to do more nekam, to look for more opportunity. And this is how we should, as Ahmadi Muslims, always think and behave. Ask yourself, Aaj aapne kya nek kaam kiye? What have you done today? Okay, maybe you've done so much today, but always look and look and look. Out of these three addresses, just to conclude my short address, what these three things have in common is a sense of unity, bringing people together, okay? And this is a real characteristic, a real strength of Jamaat Ahmadiyya. However, if people are weak, people are strong, they help each other out, okay? And this is our strength. And during this pandemic, during this lockdown period, the strength of unity has shown very brightly, from the minaret of Ahmadiyya. Look, when our beloved Hazur at the beginning of the pandemic, remember he had an accident, yeah, he fell, and we were waiting for him to come for Jummah, but he never came, okay? We were all prishan, we were all worried. Where is our beloved leader, our Hazur? He joins us together, okay? He keeps that unity. But alhamdulillah, within a space of a week, he recovered very quickly, and he appeared on the screen. We saw him, we were so happy, okay? This is the sense of unity. I call on every Ahmadi, okay? If you have any tension between anyone, Mia Bibi, Bai, Ban, members and members of the Jamaat, okay? Whoever, it is your duty to go and make sure you release that, and you break that ice, and you go up to them and say, Assalamu alaikum, and you think yourself in the wrong. May Allah enable us to all see the potential we all have, okay, to remove that sense of takabbur, to remove that sense of pride that is in between us and the next person, okay? We have to fulfill the elements of a kukul abad. We should think of the other people before we think of ourselves. May Allah enable us to recognize this great characteristic that we all have in us. May Allah enable us to do so, so we may become closer and stronger and build up so many friends. And this is why I began this session by saying, my friends, okay? And you will continue to be my friends. Even if you hate me, I will continue to be your friend. Jazakallah for giving me this opportunity, and I will hand back now to Dr. Matloob Saab.
Jazakallah Hasan Izar Sahib. This was really excellent speech, very emotional as well as learning a lot of things from it. Now we come to the question answer session, and any member who was on the Zoom at the moment, if he can ask any question, or any lady want to ask question, they can send to me on my mobile number, that is 0746 2241932. And those who are at the Zoom, if they can want to ask the question, they can directly ask the question. They can raise and they can come up. So I have already a question regarding the Rishta Nata for the, and I'm hopeful that the Dr. Saab will answer it. They say that what is the procedure? You have already told about the website, but they are asking about the information you need in that website for the boy or the girl, so that they can arrange it. And secondly, they say that what is the confidentiality, how they are kept confidential. I mean, how many, who can see them, whether, for example, a girl or a boy get their information and they get into the website properly, and who will be able to watch them at the national level, at the regional level, at the local level, and for example, a lady. I will ask the second part of the question when you answer this part of the question.
Jazakallah, this is a very basic question, and obviously all the members who are providing the information to us, they want to know, is it in safe hands? and who is going to see that. And in the simple way, I can tell you now that the site which will be introduced, the candidates, whether the male or female, they will just fill the form. And in the form, it will be their name, age, address, and then it will be their qualification, whatever they have got the good things in them, what they are looking for, their match. And when we get this all information, we are going to make their own profile from that information, which we will get. So basically, the information is coming as a registration form. It will go to the relative national secretary. Mean if someone is from the northern area, it will come to me. If it is from London area, it will come to the London secretary. Meanwhile, our office staff will just confirm from the president of that Jamaat that yes, this person is the member of their Jamaat, because that is very important that we know that the person is member of the Jamaat. At this stage, when we have collected the information from the form, we will build up a profile of that person. And that profile will be sent back to the person or the candidate, and we will say, does it reflect the right profile, whatever you wanted to express? And when they say yes, this is correct, that is the time when we are going to separate that profile from the name. So now the identity of the person will be totally obscure or secret, and it will be just the information about the person. This is a man, 26 years old, has done the B pharmacy, is working, is attached to the Jamaat, looking for this Rishta like that. So that profile is there in the Rishta Nata website. Say on the other side, some girl has also filled the form and have done almost the same things. So their profile will also come on the site, but their name or no identification is possible at that stage. So when we have got a number of information about Rishta Natas, then the person who has applied, they have got the PIN number, and then they can go to the site. But what they will see, they won't see anyone there. What they're going to do is they are going to put their own requirements. I'm looking for this. And when they will press that, all the data which is in the computer, it will just bring 3 closest match to the requirement. But again, these will be just the profile. It will not be the name or any identity of the person. So at this stage, the candidate is just going to say, I have seen 3 profiles and I'm looking for the second profile, which I want to get the information. When this person will just click that, then it will come to our system. I will be informed. Then the person, as said, all the candidates will be attached with one person, which is called the Rishta Nata facilitator. So Rishta Nata facilitator will speak to that person. Yes, we have received your match, and now we're going to contact the other party. So on the other side, we will see the profile and we'll see who is this name. And then we will contact the facilitator of that person. At this stage, no one knows about whom we are talking about. It is just, yes, we have got someone, some lady whose profile is matching with the man, and 2 Rishta Nata facilitators, they are just contacting each other. At this stage, we will contact the other party and we'll say, this is the profile we have received. If you are happy about this, that is the point when we'll just pass the information to both parties. And then we will introduce them. They can start talking with each other on the phone. We will encourage them to meet each other. And as far as the photos are concerned, we will get the three photos when we get the registration form. But these photos will remain under the direct instruction of Secretary Istanata. No one else can see that photos at all. Even when we reach to the point that the boy says, I want to see the girl's photograph, then first we will encourage them that they meet them in physical form and arrange some meeting. If not, or it is difficult, then we will ask the lady or the girl that, okay, they are asking for the exchange of photograph. Are you happy about this? Now, this is such a controlled system. If I get the information from the girl that yes, they are happy to share the photograph, so basically the photograph is not being shared. I will myself allow it only, say for 20 seconds, 30 seconds, or 1 minute maximum. And again, it is guarantee is taken that no one is going to take the screenshot of that photo. So this is the maximum we can do. And that, so in a way, we are trying our best to make all the information very confidential, not exchanging the names. No one knows who is this and not, just to see the characteristics which you're looking for. And if they match, then we will let you know. Say if it goes further, then we will follow them up to the end. And if not, then we'll start it from again. So we will try to go, every candidate will be having a facilitator which will work with them, and that will be in person, just for specific that person. Is there anything you would like to ask about this? Or because at the moment the system is not there, so probably it may be a bit difficult to understand, but main idea is registration is done, information comes to us, we make the information back available to the candidate. They see, yes, this is the right information we're putting on the site, but that information is being put without name and numbers. And when that information is, someone likes that one, they will let us know, and then we will start contacting the other parties. And when both parties are ready, then we will give them the information who these persons are and from where they belong, and then they can contact each other. It looks complicated, but in practice it will be very simple, because one person, as soon as the form is filled, one person will be attached with that person, and throughout we will be following that thing.
Jazakallah, Dr. Sahab. In continuation with this, someone just sent me this question. It is in continuation what you explained, that they say that, for example, the two parties, they are contacting each other and knowing about each other with mutual consent.
Yes.
And finally, what happens that they don't agree for that particular rishta. But definitely they came to know about each other. The confidentiality matters over there. So will there be any obligations and restrictions on the parties, both parties, that they should not leak these informations with other people? This is one
I think this is the obligation or responsibility of every MV. You know, whenever basically we are ameen of each other. Whatever information, say when you're talking to me, if you tell me something about your son or your friend, that is basically amanat with me. So the same way, that should be kept as amanat for both parties. On the other side, what we will do, when some party has seen the rishta and it has not gone through, we will definitely put it there that this rishta this party has not succeeded to a good match. And if there is a specific reason, we will also look at that in a way that if some family is habitual about going and seeing the stars and then saying no, we will be also seeing what is their track record. And if this is something like happening, we will obviously like to control that. But rest assured, one thing which I want to clear to all the members of the Jamaat, if there is a one matchmaking or the introduction is being done, if it doesn't go through, it doesn't mean the parties has rejected each other. No, it doesn't mean that at all. Both parties are respectable. Both parties has got their own qualities. The only thing what has happened here, they don't match with each other. They're not compatible. So not being compatible doesn't mean they have been rejected. This is the point which I want to emphasize more. What happens when some party comes, they see a girl, and then they go back and it doesn't go further, then it is very difficult for the girls and the family. They feel like, oh, some of these people came, they've gone, and it has not gone through. Please don't feel that that party has rejected your sister or your daughter. No, the only thing is that family is not matchable with you. So no one has been rejected. It is just we try to make a match, which didn't happen. No problem, inshallah. We'll look for other. And I will encourage, and this is my point, which I want to encourage that if something doesn't go ahead, don't wait. Just start again, because that is the process which should continue till we become successful. Jazakumullah.
Jazakallah for your detailed answer. Now, the another question is from for the Tarbiyyat issue, that during the lockdown, there are many opportunities. The family is getting together and offering prayers and, having a lot of time to interact with each other. At the same time, there are some interactions and some arguments, and sometimes there is sometimes it's fights as well. So disagreements. So one of the mother is asking how to cope with this situation. Ms. Arjay sir.
I'm going to start off by asking the questioner that if you leave aside lockdown period, we still have jagre, best. This is nothing to do with lockdown, yeah? Lockdown or no lockdown, abhi bhi ghar mein aapas mein miyan biwi ye घरेलू मसाइल होता है? ठीक है? And I asked the question, how do you deal with it? It's nothing to do with lockdown, yeah? I think lockdown is giving us another great opportunity to join ourselves stronger together. Husbands and wives, they are outside. So husbands, rather than spending 10 hours a day outside working, they're spending 10 hours at home these days. Children, I know work, I know there's easing now. People are going back to work, children are going back to school. But during lockdown, the height of lockdown, personally, I don't think it's gone away, actually. I think it's still here. So you have to be very, very careful. But anyway, children who tend to spend 6 to 7 hours at school, they're spending the same at home. Everyone is at home now, the Mia, Bivi, Walidain, Bache, everyone. But it's a great opportunity for education. It's a great opportunity for families to do things they've never ever done on a regular basis before. I say namaz together. I sit together, learn together. Husbands, give more time to your biwi. Husbands, you give presents to your biwi, okay, yeah? Okay? You have more time to do this. And also, you saying Jummah together. Before lockdown, I never ever led Jummah namaz. I've done about 20 now, okay? Now my khutbah thaniya is much, much better, okay? Yeah. Alhamdulillah, my ilm has got better. Look, lockdown or no lockdown, okay? It doesn't make any difference. You still have problems at home. My question is, how do you deal with it? What does Hazur say? Hazur says you close your ears, you close your mouth, do not respond, okay? I told you at the very, very beginning of this program, friends, friendship, husbands and wives, you're not enemies of each other. You're lifelong loving partners, yeah? You're not enemies. So why are you fighting? You should be loving each other. You should be respecting each other. You go and remind yourself of the nikah khutbah, yeah? Taqwa, 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 5 times. You husbands promise wives, wives promise husbands, you will observe the highest level of taqwa. And whenever there's any bas or larai, you have failed that. You have failed. You look at yourself and look at your weakness. Main ghalat no, I'm in the wrong. So do something about it. Okay? So really, this time is a great opportunity for joining with each other. It really, really is. Okay? And I say, take the chance now. Take the chance now. You know, please. I mean, I can't add anything more than that. It's a great opportunity. So please, you be ready to say sorry first. You remove your takabbur, you remove your pride. You smile, smile more in the house. These simple things. When you smile, it makes a big difference. ये घर के माहौल इतना फर्क होएगा. जब किसी मुस्कुराते हैं, घर के माहौल ऐसे तब्दीली हो जाते हैं. It makes a big, big difference. So husbands, you smile to your wife more, and wives, you smile to your husbands more. Parents, you smile to your children more, and children, you smile to your parents more. But this is what I have to say on this matter. The lockdown period is a great opportunity for us. So see the glass half full rather than the glass half empty. This is what I say, Dr. Saab.
Jazakallah Hassan Ajida. Definitely this point will be very much useful for most of our families. There is another question for the Rishta Nata, that certain people, they don't want to put their details, personal details on the website. Might be reluctancy due to any reason. So is there any other way that they can approach the Jamaat to get a suitable Rishta?
Jazakallah, Dr. Saab. This is again the question which I was expecting. The reason being that if we see our system, I mean, if we look for what was happening 10 years ago or 20 years ago, most of the rishtas were done by the parents, by the relatives, by the friends, by the social circle. And this used to happen. Some family will introduce some other family. They will tell someone, oh, yes, we have seen a very good girl. Probably that will be very appropriate for you. And the same with the boys as well. Now, at the moment, because we are MDs, although we have got more than 30,000 MDs in UK, but because we are in small pockets, different places, and over there we don't have much information about these rishtas. That's why the Rishta Nata department is there to coordinate. Otherwise, still, I would say parents should continue to look for a good match for their son or daughter. They should also request their friends, their other relatives, and also do the dua. On the same side, if they want us to help them and if they are not happy to put the information on the website, it doesn't mean that we are not going to help them. It's not, because it should be their comfort level. If they feel comfortable, that's fine. If not, I still get the phone calls from parents or from other people, and they say, and I keep them on my separated register, which is there. So two systems. One system is definitely the person who is going to register. They have got more chances of looking the rishta for themselves and getting the matches, and that can we can carry on with them. These informations which are given to us, but they are not registered, then we have to look for from among those people who have also not registered with us, because we can't put any information on someone's behalf on the computer and let the computer do the things. But still, we are there, and we will try to help them whatever is required. As Nisar Archer Sahab mentioned about the recent incident, I mean, on the same, a very similar thing happened to me on Friday, on Thursday. When I came from my work, it was about 6 o'clock, and someone called me that yes, my son is going to, his nikah is going to happen in 2 days' time, and we need everything for them. And you can see, because the offices they that get closer like that. I said, give me 30 minutes, and we will be able to send you everything. So all the forms, whatever they required, they have gone through. So it doesn't mean that it is just our office who is helping there. When we will reach to Jamaat members, the people will know whom to contact. So it will be Secretary Rishtanata, it will be the Rishtanata facilitators, it will be the Secretary Rishtanata of the Jamaat, it will be the President. And inshallah ta'ala, we are going to make this system work so much better. After the lockdown, inshallah ta'ala, I will be coming to each and every Jamaat, and we will be working with them. Yes, we need your confidence, because if you don't have confidence in us, you won't be able to give us the information. But what I can say, as long as the system is concerned, it is foolproof. All the people who are working on this, the very first thing is we say it is that the confidentiality is the priority. But we will help the every member of the Jamaat in whatever capacity they want to. Our doors are open all the time. One thing, Dr. I just wanted to share with you, when we used to have our meetings in Darul Aman, we used to sit together, four, five, 600 people, all those things. And that was a very good atmosphere. And now just sitting in front of computer and thinking that I'm talking to all of you is also a blessing in a way, that when we can't do that, we are doing this. But I hope and I pray that may Allah bring that time as soon as possible, so that we can meet and we can sit together. Jazakallah.
Inshallah, that time will come very soon. Uh, there's another question, which is a mutual question between the Nishnata as well as the Tarbiyyat, might be more inclined towards the Tarbiyyat, is that about the Haq Meher. And they want to ask what is the threshold for the Haq Meher within the UK, are those who are going to marry a boy or girl outside the UK, in Pakistan, in another country. So if Nisar Ashraf can explain this, please.
My contribution to this, I'm sure Dr. Saab wants to mention something, but, because we belong to a Nizam, okay? Our beloved Hazur did actually place a minimum on this back in 2011. Initially, the minimum Haq Meher, was £10,000, okay? And then it was reduced to £6,000. And now recently, this minimum has been removed, okay? You know, there was a reason why a minimum was put in, but remember, we have to be obedient to our nizam, okay? So this is why a minimum was, but has been removed. But the thing is, the haq mer, you know, it should be, let's say, a mutual agreement between the boy and the girl, okay, right? Okay, or the second Khalifa Thani Raziallahu anhu, he said, "Larka ke tanaha mein se," the minimum recommendation is 6 months of his salary, and the maximum recommendation is 12 months of his salary. Okay, yeah. So that is some guidelines. But मैं इस पर तवज्जो डालना चाहता हूँ. I want to put emphasis on this. ये हक में ये एक इस्लामी सुन्ना है. It is an Islamic सुन्ना. ये लड़की की हक है. ये एक लाजमी चीज है और लड़की को जल्द से जल्द देना चाहिए. अच्छा, it belongs to her, okay? So please, whatever you promise on the day of your nikah, whatever you write on the nikah form, this belongs to your wife, okay? And अगर आपके माल का हालत ऐसे है कि आप उनको दे सकते जल्द से जल्द, देना चाहे जल्द से जल्द, from the beginning. अगर नहीं, फिर सबसे अहम चीज है आपके नियत, your intention. Husbands, you should give bit by bit during your marriage, okay? It is the intention that's very, very important. But ladies, you should not demand your haq mer, but you should expect it. You should expect it, but you should not demand it. And men, remember, this is your duty to give your wife the haq mer. But please do not allow ye haq mer shadi hone se pehle to become a problem. हाँ देखे वो इतना पैसे कमाते हैं और वो सिर्फ ये वादा करे. Please do not make this an issue, okay, right? Okay, make sure you sort it out at the very, very. लेकिन ये लड़की की हक है पहले दिन से. अच्छा, I want to put tawajjah and emphasis on this.
Jazakallah. So the there is no any threshold at the moment. No minimum, no maximum. Before that, it was about 6,000 something.
It has been
So
removed.
One thing,
okay, Jazakallah.
Sasab, if I may say something, obviously whatever we are saying will be the same thing. As far as I mean, if we obviously this is sunnah, and this is a gift from husband to wife. It is not like that, God forbid, something is bad, and then if they're going to get separated, then they will give the hakmer. No, it is not the dad binding. It is basically a gift from a husband to wife, which should be given. This is one thing. Second is, as we always say that all these shadis, weddings, they should be simple, and we shouldn't put more stress on us or overspending. The same thing is that the hakmer should be that one which can easily be given by the person. As far as the guidelines is concerned, yes, as Nisar Sahib has said, Hazrat Khalifatul Masih Sani Radiallahu Ta'ala anhu has said that from 6 months to 12 months is the range, because there are two school of thoughts. You know, some people will say, oh, 32 rupees, because it was they will talk about the old times. Oh yeah, 32 rupees is the akmer. It is not. And if someone says, oh, I want to say put the 100,000 or something like that, just to show off, but not giving, that is also not permissible. So yes, it should be with the proper intention, and then it should be acceptable to both parties. But at the same time, you know, Mr. Asaf has mentioned, sometimes in the past, sometimes the girls were coming from Pakistan and they were being married here, and their nikah or their hakam was so nominal, and something will happen, and the separations or something was going on. So in just for those cases initially, it was just put on a barrier, so to stop this thing, or just to give a little bit surety to the girl as well. Otherwise, hakmas is the thing which is easily one person can give as a gift to the other, even when they are living happily together. That's the main thing. Jazakallah.
Jazakallah ta'ala. Jazakallah, Dr. Saab. Uh, Another question is for my mother, and she says that my daughter, she's 3 years old, and we have bought a scarf for her, and we are offering our congregation prayers at home, and we ask her to come to stand with us. And when there's a time of Salah, and we asked her to join us, and she said no. So she's asking that I have stopped asking her to come to stand with us to Salah, because I don't want to hear no from her. So she says, is that right that I should not now ask her to come for the prayer to stand with us, or I should continue to asking her to say yes, come? And
So
if she say continue to say,
what is the age of the daughter?
it's 3 years.
Three years.
Yeah.
3 years is just the very beginning. And yes, I mean, we should try to. I think this is the age when you carry on doing the things and the children start copying you. Rather than, because 3 years old child, to me, they don't have much perception about God or the need of the prayer, but they follow their parents. But on the same time, 3 years old may be busy having some more interest in something. So at that time, if she's saying no, I think it's a good intention of mother to ask her, but she shouldn't feel hurt about this. This is just a beginning. I think the indirect ways are, when you are going to do the namaz, make the things in such a way that that daughter is not inclined to some other thing. Some other thing is not happening like that. If a television is going on, that should be turned off. Other distraction that should be done, and then do it in a way, in an open way. I mean, if you're doing in a lounge or something where she can see you, obviously she will come and start. But up to the age of 7, we just need to do it in a very subtle way. And after that, we should start worrying about. And I'm sure, inshallah ta'ala, she will start praying. One thing I can suggest, sometimes, if you give the feeling of ownness of something, like if she has got the scarf, if they can get a small size janamas prayer mat for her, and say, oh, it is your prayer mat, and then probably this will also help her to, yes, I should use my prayer mat. And this is one thing which can be done, and the rest probably brother in Nisar Sahib can say something on this.
Yeah, no, just quickly. She is a child, okay? Remember, she is a child. But, sometimes parents punish children, okay? And that should never, ever be the case. Because the parents are asking the children to do something, they may even hit them, yeah? This is bilkul mana. This is certainly not allowed to hit children. It is against the law of the country. But look, rather than punishing children, parents should reward children. Like Dr. Saab gave a very good example, giving a small janamas, a dupatta, to make them feel part of the system, okay? Reward them somehow. But rewarding is not spoiling them. Spoiling is something completely different, okay? Rewarding is just to get them into the habit of doing it, okay? So children like to be rewarded. So give the child, mashallah, shabash, ye aapke liye acha, theek hai? So reward them to get them to a good habit. Remember, at the end of the day, فَذَكَّرْ إِنَّ فَاتِ الذِّكْرَ, parents, you keep reminding, because it is beneficial to remind.
Jazakallah. Our all questions are now finished, and in the end, I will really thankful to Nizar Archid Sahib, to Dr. Nasir Sahib, and all those who participated in any way to this program. and hopefully everyone has benefited from it. And if any, we will inshallah keep on arranging such Tarbiyyat forums again and again. And really, this was for myself, it was really very beneficial and got many things cleared in my mind. And in the end, I will request Nisa Arshad Sahab to lead us in silent prayer, and after that, the program will finish. Nisa Sahab.
My last words, be safe and be happy. Be safe and be happy. Please join me in a silent prayer. Dua kar le. Ameen.
Ameen. So Ameen.
Dr.
Jazakallah.
Ijazat, Dr. Nasir Sahab.
Dr. One thing I can say at the moment, I know you are having the next program ready for the YouTube, but if this Zoom is carrying on and if someone wants to ask any question, I'm still around.
Jazakallah, Dr. Sahab. दोस्त अगर उर्दू में भी पूछना चाहते हैं कोई सवाल तो पूछ
जैसे भी
सकते हैं,
पूछना चाहते हैं,
बहुत भी
क्योंकि
कोई
when it is coming on the YouTube, probably we have to be a bit more